What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 AI only community battle. Things are getting very interesting. Everywhere is shaping up nicely. North America is a continent I wanted to bring a bit of a focus to because it's one of the areas where it's still a little bit up for grabs, actually. Although Texas is doing pretty well, to be fair. They did just settle Dallas over here to make sure Polynesia don't get any closer. Yeah, all over the world, there's plenty of stuff going on. Europe is fascinating right now. Almost everyone alive in Europe is pretty powerful. Ignore the Papal States and the Soviet Union. Civs that have yellow dots on the map for their cities and red around them seem to be struggling. That goes for you, the Papal States, and for you, the Soviet Union. The Moors, who are the complete opposite of that, are actually doing quite well. Just had a look at the info addict. I had a little flick through. I'm not going to show you them till turn 300. Get a little bit more tension, so we don't know who's winning. Or you don't know who's winning. I don't really know. I just looked at military manpower, and I looked at something else to make sure something wasn't broken. I can't remember what it was now, but I looked at something. It was all good. But yeah, the Moors do have the biggest army in the world right now, for anyone who's interested in it, and quite a lead. They do have quite a lead. It was like 30,000 ahead of somebody else. So they're doing pretty well right now, and they actually just settled a city here. Took them long enough. We're seeing finally some of those holes in the map being filled up. There's someone else down here that wasn't here before. No, I think everyone's still here. Oh, Vietnam is attacking this Qing city. They are still failing to take this one. It is unbelievable at this point. Don't really know what's going on. Don't really know. Ethiopia are doing something over here. And obviously there's still, looks like there's a bit of a race. I think we said at the end of last video, it's probably going to be Nigeria, I think, that take this first. I think they get to go first. So, let's watch Vietnam's turn. Ever finishes processing. Jeez, how much time do you need? Okay, Vietnam's turn. Takes a very long time, apparently. Let's go look at some other stuff that might be important. Rhodesia's was very quick, despite them being fairly full of stuff. The Zulu are slowing down. They're not going after Kilwa capital yet, and it doesn't seem like Rhodesia is going to try either. Burundi is still trying to attack the Congo. Not much success for them. They need Rhodesia to help them, or even Shaka, maybe, just to distract them. Not that they would help too much. Mali, you can do anything? I keep asking you, and when I ask the Civ to do stuff, that means they usually will never do it. Oh, it's Nigeria now. Oh, Nigeria just failed. That sucks, because I think Ethiopia is going to do it. Question is, though, the Vandals still have boats here, so they might actually be able to take it back again yet. So we'll see. This is embarrassing. Someone showed me a way to see ideologies, and I was going to be like, yep, that's cool, but I realised it's still kind of a pain. It's not as easy to see them. So, sorry if you can hear me sliding over just to grab the book again. But yeah, you did suggest a way, and thank you for that, but it is kind of a pain. Because, you know, you have to go through, and because there's so many, I'll show you how it was. It was diplomacy overview, and then global politics. Here we can see that Brazil is order, for example. However, the one thing with that is, like, we've got to scroll through all of this, and everyone's denounced about 5 million different people, and it's not like just the long list of everyone that we're used to. So I'm going to quickly slide over to the other side now to grab a pen so that I can add whoever this is again, Inca, to my list. So just a second, if I've gone a bit quieter, grab a pen. There we go, pen. Good. Let's add Inca to the list, and Autocracy is doing pretty well right now. They've got 5 civs so far. The Huns, Belgium, Samoa, the Moors, and obviously now the Inca. Order is currently Rhodesia and Brazil, and Freedom is Polynesia. Just Polynesia. Was that somebody else? Nope, that's still the Inca. Okay, there's just lots of denouncements going on. Vietnam, it's the wrong side of the mountain. Why are you not sending units here? I'm very confused. So, I don't know when, but Mongolia must have put this citadel here, probably at the start of this war, and I didn't really pay attention, but that is very annoying for Vietnam. So, Mongolia, that is probably a very smart citadel placement, however. You're keeping Qing here, which protects you from Vietnam for the most part. They're not really got much space where they can invade you. And Mongolia looks like they might be about to go after Korea. I'm not sure if that will be the case, but it might be. Oh, Vietnam, though, did take this island, Hangzhou. The city of Hangzhou was Qing's. Now it's Vietnam's. I wonder if they'll go after the Zulu and Ethiopia who are out here. Samoa's still here doing nothing. I don't know what the Inca are doing. Doing some ritual out here in the ocean. Look at Australia. They have finally... I said that late game, that's when they get into it a bit more. Look at all these units they have interesting to see what they get up to as the game goes on. Keep forgetting Korea is here in Madagascar, just confusing things. Vietnam have a settler arriving, probably for one of these islands. Don't ask me why. I mean, Samoa, that's what Samoa should have been doing, because apparently they can turn a one-tile island into a 31 population city, so obviously they know something the rest of us don't. Europe is relatively quiet right now. I don't know what the Soviet Union is doing. It's probably not a good idea. Byzantium is fighting somebody. Oh no, that's Mali. I don't know if Byzantium are actually fighting them. Byzantium and Austria are obviously at peace for the first time in a fair while. Austria are having a good time, just doing nothing. They might be going after the Papal States. Belgium is, I think, still at war with the Celts, which is causing them a few issues. Like, they probably don't want that anymore. Also, Belgium have settled up here. There you go. In not quite Norway. Actually, probably in Norway. Yeah, right. Probably. I don't know where. This looks weird. It's hard to tell where the line would be. I'd say it's around here. So yeah, probably in Norway. There you go. And that will, I mean, this Celtic city here of Cardiff is pretty much cut off from everything right now. But no one's going to take it because, I mean, only Austria can build boats here. This city's a puppet, so they're not really building boats. Belgium could, I guess, but they'd need open borders with Austria. And obviously the Moors, still very quiet. They're just settling land. Obviously they settled quite a bit of the Caribbean, which is going to help them build even more stuff. I think almost all their cities are coastal. In fact, yep, all of them are. Except for their capital, Cordoba here. So that's pretty interesting. Anything else? Is there anywhere else? Brazil is still fighting Argentina with not too much results. Looks like Ethiopia may have held on this time. Wow, the game is going slow. It has been 2 turns this video. That's not a good sign. Rhodesia v Byzantium. I got excited seeing Rhodesia declare a war, then saw it was on Byzantium. Congo just entered the industrial era. That's impressive. That's not very good. I mean, the industrial era is quite far behind, but at this point, but still, they've got 1 city. That's pretty good for them. Burundi also sent another Central African civ, declaring war on Byzantium. Not sure what that does for them. Byzantium are pretty chill here. Need to be careful, but we'll see what happens with them now. Not sure where they go from here. Whether they, because they are in a bad spot. Like the Huns could attack them, and they lose these 2 cities. That'd be bad. So they need to be ready to defend against that. They need to be ready to defend against Austria as well, and then they probably want to expand this way. And obviously Ethiopia is only going to be getting stronger, especially if they can hold on to this. They will have access to the Mediterranean, which is going to make them much more of a threat. Shame they don't have. It doesn't matter too much. Actually, oh no, their navy is mostly in the Indian Ocean, so maybe it would help if they had a Suez Canal city, but they don't, and I really wouldn't expect them to, because, come on, when have we ever seen that happen? Ever. Japan is trying to attack Polynesia. They don't really have enough boats here, and the Sioux is also trying to go after the Shoshone. Not sure if that will work. Australia just declared war on Byzantium, because, you know, why not? Why not? Samoa seem pretty uninterested in anything. Australia aren't doing anything right now, except declaring war on Byzantium. Vietnam's holding on to this. Are they doing any? Are they trying? Oh my goodness! Come on. We know this. The Vietnamese AI has this issue a lot. Attila has completed the Brandenburg Gate. Good job. Maybe he's doing a bit better than I'm giving him credit for. I think he's doing quite well, Attila. But he's not doing a lot. Also, look at India, by the way. They're slowly coming into it. Maybe it'll be interesting to see what they do, because they're pretty safe from Vietnam right now, which is interesting. Mongolia v Byzantium. Again, that's not so bad, but it's getting closer. That one's a bit closer. Babylon, we only have about 5 crossbowmen and a musket man willing to go after them, which is a surprise. We'll see how this plays out. But we might see some closer neighbours declare war on Byzantium in the coming turns, which will be interesting to see. Okay. So the big ones to look out for: Austria, the Huns, and probably not Ethiopia, but that would still be pretty big. but not. Neither of them would die, but it would be a big war, I guess. Burundi is starting to eat away at the Congo army, and they've sent most of them into the sea. I don't know why. It's actually Burundi's turn right now, so we'll see what they're going to do. Just sort of reinforcing. Nigeria's turn right now. Nigeria actually have a huge amount of land. Like, this city gives them a massive amount of land, but sadly, they just don't really have that many units. And Ethiopia is actually going to try and keep going here. Oh my goodness, they don't want the Vandals around anymore. And it's interesting, Ethiopia is starting to become the power in Africa, and probably in the world. Babylon have peaced out with the Inca. Thank goodness none of them gave up any cities in a peace deal. I think that would have forced me to lose my mind at that point. So thank goodness for that. Let's see, Argentina, yeah. Brazil seem to be stronger now, but they have not got much more. I wonder if the Inca would be willing to join in. That might change things a little bit if the Inca were to get involved. Still, there's only been 8 ideologies chosen so far, which is interesting because, you know, I mean, Belgium picked that first one quite a considerable time ago now. Maybe it feels like it's a considerable time. Maybe we've probably not only gone that far. Byzantium peaced out with the Moors, and that's helpful. I mean, not being at war with the biggest army in the world is pretty helpful. Although saying that, obviously, there wasn't really any conflict going on. But, yeah, that will help them. What are you doing, Stalin? Where is this going? I mean, if he goes and kills off the Papal States, then this would be amazing, but I don't think that's going to happen. In fact, I think that is incredibly unlikely to happen. Lots of denouncements, just great. Just keep denouncing everybody. That's fine. You know, it would be nicer if you declared wars. That'd be an amazing mod. I don't know, it might exist, but could you imagine? Instead of denouncements just to cause a war. That'd be amazing. There we go, something in Latin South America. And an interesting one, the Aztecs v the Mayans. That's going to be interesting. Obviously the Aztecs are stronger, but this stuff's not going to be of much use. And the Incans is going to be interesting. If they can, the problem is their frigates are in the Pacific and not the Atlantic. And they can't actually build boats in the Atlantic. So yeah, I don't know how if they're going to be able to get around these mountains too well. But I mean, if they throw enough units at it between the pair of them, I think we'll probably see the fall of the Mayans. Although I say that, they'll probably hold on to this island. Samoa and Polynesia have peaced out, and I think Samoa were about to attack them again, but they've made it out. Polynesia made it out, I should say. I think Japan is still at war with them. The Sioux has also declared war on the Mapuche. The Sioux has declared war on the Mayans. Not that that matters too much. The Sioux are just up here doing what they want. Looks like the Iroquois might be about to attack them again. Oh my goodness. The Huns also going after the Mayans. That definitely doesn't matter. Mongolia have peaced out with Stalin. And the Vandals have peaced out with Stalin, which I imagine is where they were sending this stuff for no apparent reason. Vietnam just entered the modern era. We've seen a few civs enter the modern era. But there you go. Vietnam has done it now. Not that their army is that up to date at all. Gatling guns, riflemen, the occasional rifleman, not even a lot of them, just the occasional one. Dang, your turn takes so long. They must be so confused. I'm tempted to just like, you know, no. I was gonna say I'm tempted to just go in the in-game editor, just kill off Qing, because this takes ridiculous. Because I imagine it's a mixture of Vietnam being strong, combined with the fact that the AI just doesn't know what it's doing and is getting very confused. But I think, like, we'll see. If Ethiopia doesn't take anywhere near as long... Yeah, look, Ethiopia didn't take anywhere near as long. There we go. Oh, Ethiopia's was last, so, you know, they even have an excuse. Like, the last turn always takes a bit longer. But that's going to be it for this episode. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.